I was arguing about world peace with my dad one day when I realized how ironic that was, and instead started trying to understand. And what I realized was we had different values. We were both good-hearted and good-intentioned, but my dad had grown up watching cowboy movies and had adopted the values of the cowboy, while I had grown up watching science fiction and I had adopted the values of the spaceman. And our values served each of us well. My dad, because of who he was, survived the Great Depression, the World War II, and the challenges of life, earning a living, raising a family. The values I had adopted had helped me survive the challenges that I faced in my life. And this is true of every one of us. We're all who we are because that's who we needed to be to survive the challenges that we faced in our lives. And because of that, humanity has a wealth of wisdom. No matter what challenges humanity might face, there are those among us who will know how to handle it. And that's why it's so important for us to respect each other, listen to each other, learn from each other, and work together. The cowboy and the spaceman need to get along these days. Learn to give each other room to live in their own ways, to believe in the way they see things, to behave as they believe, and to have their yarn respected in the tapestry we weave. There are many kinds of creatures with an instinct to survive. Everyone is a natural teacher in the school of staying alive. In the school, in the school, in the school of staying alive. His trouble with the red man goes back a long, long way, but the natives made him welcome when the cowboy came to stay. Didn't send him an invitation, didn't think he would stay so long, didn't know his fallen angels would try to teach them right from wrong. From the first they believed in sharing with any man who could survive. Everyone is a natural teacher in the school of staying alive. In the school, in the school, in the school of staying alive. The native is the father, the cowboy is the son, the spaceman is the Holy Ghost, and yet these three are one. In the eyes of an untouched virgin, in the heart of the Magdalene, in the hands of the lesbian witches we betrayed and called unclean. And to every kind of creature with an instinct to survive, everyone is a natural teacher in the school of staying alive. In the school, in the school, in the school of staying alive. The Civil War is over, but the North and South still fight to justify by any means the cause they thought was right. But the fighting itself is evil. The slaves couldn't stay in chains, and the children live on a battlefield while their parents' fight remains. They're a different kind of creature with an instinct to survive. Everyone is a natural teacher in the school of staying alive. In the school, in the school, in the school of staying alive. We fought a revolution so that all men could be free, framed the Constitution to protect our liberty. But the bribers in the lobby and the traitors on the throne stole $1 trillion while our backs were turned and left our kids to pay the loan. All we saw were their fingers pointing at the homeless and the poor, at the blacks and abortion mothers who couldn't make ends meet no more, and at all the battered children using drugs to numb their pain. So we re-elect the criminals while their victims take the blame. Now the world's been filled with poisons, the glaciers are melting away, and the final test in survival school is our vote on election day. If we fight for the earth together, then together we'll survive. Everyone is a natural teacher in the school of staying alive. If we fight for the earth together, something tells me we'll survive. Everyone is a natural teacher in the school of staying alive. In the school, in the school, in the school.